Hey, this is Steve Roller here from Madison, Wisconsin. I wanted to give you a quick update today of where I am in my business, where I've been, how I got here, where I'm going, and hopefully you'll find something today in what I have to say that you can relate to and that I can give you some advice that might help you. You know, about 3 years ago I left my corporate job and dove into this freelance copywriting business. Really didn't know what to expect. You know, I know you hear about the money and that's great and everything and the writer's life, and all that's been great. The money's been good. I've been blessed to have some steady, ongoing monthly clients, which has been great, and it's paid the bills, and I'm getting bigger and better clients all the time. But for me, you know, it wasn't even the money that was the big draw. When I left my corporate job, and the reason I left it after dabbling in copywriting for a couple years part-time, I was at a point, I have 4 kids, and they were getting involved in more activities and school and sports, and I just wasn't able to see all the things that they were being involved in. And I felt like life was kind of passing me by, and their childhoods were almost passing me by, and if I didn't do something at some point, I was going to miss out on a lot. So for me, more than anything, it was the time freedom that was the big draw to me about copywriting, and the fact that I love to travel, and when I only got 3 weeks of vacation with my corporate job, that just wasn't enough for me. So I got into the freelance copywriting lifestyle, and everything's been great. You might have that same desire, but you can have all the desire in the world, but at some point you've really got to develop some hardcore skills. You've got to develop skills that are going to be in demand, that people are going to pay you for. And the only way you can do that is practice and time. Now, for some people it happens quicker than others. It's taken me a few years to get to the point where I'm financially comfortable, and it's always getting better, of course. But a couple things that made the difference for me. First of all, like a lot of you maybe, I took the accelerated program for 6-figure copywriting, and that was probably the biggest or the best program that I could have done. It's been the foundation for everything I've done in copywriting, and to this day there's not a week that goes by that I don't refer to that program and use it on a copywriting project. So that's kind of the foundation, and I would highly recommend that program. The other program that's been great for me, I'm a web copywriter, and Nick Usborne's Copywriting 2.0 is what I would consider the gold classic as far as web copywriting. So those are 2 programs that have been just very instrumental in my success. Another one that I'm not familiar with, but a lot of people have told me is a great program, is the High Performance B2B program. I don't do any business-to-business copywriting, but I know that's a great program too. So what I'm saying is that you've got to just develop skills, and the only way you can do that is by practice, starting out probably with smaller clients that aren't paying a lot, and just continually working your way up. And if you do what the programs say, and you do the exercises, and you follow the advice, you can't help but improve, and at some point get to the point where you're making good money. For me, the other thing that's been great is just the time freedom, and that's the reason I got into it in the beginning. I've been able to travel a lot. We went to Nigeria to see my wife's family a few years ago. Last summer we spent an entire month in Ecuador. I'm leaving tomorrow for New York City for 5 days with my youngest daughter. The great thing is, though, that no matter where I go, I can take my work with me and write and make money no matter where I am in the country or in the world. And to me, that's the best part about being a freelance copywriting. So whatever path you're on, and you may not end up doing copywriting per se. I know people that are doing money-making websites, and they're building a business, essentially building a small business around a hobby or passion of theirs, and they're not having to farm out the copywriting and marketing part of it, so they're using those skills for that. So whatever path you end up pursuing, copywriting is the foundation, and it's going to help you, and it'll open up doors for you. So I hope that you find your passion, your niche, and your focus, and I would just suggest putting your head down and just going full steam ahead. Best of luck to you. Thanks.